Certainly talk the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Next to me is Johnny Nelson. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire on here.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Back and forth they go.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. They exchange punches. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Tried to score with a jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Stumbling around in... Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down!
1, 2, 3, 4.
We need to turn this around halfway through. So he beats the count and will continue. What bravery being shown here.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
That counter punch caught him clean. Counter punch. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. A perfect counter shot. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Continues to touch him up. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Missed with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. These two fighters are made for one another. The referee really thinking about stopping it. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it...
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. So close with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
This fighter continues to show how much heart he's got, but the corner may have to intervene here.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fighting.
What's the referee thinking right now? Stumbling around in potholes, in serious... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Which fighter will say no mas? These punches coming from every angle. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The perfect counter lands. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Remember, with a lighter weight, you're expecting at least 300 shots.
Do you believe what? the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
That counter shot lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nobody home with that hook. Defense is not an option for these two. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
These two were made for each other. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Caution is being thrown to the wind.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Beautiful counterpunch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That counterpunch caught him clean. That counterpunch caught him. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of defense here at all. It's bombs away. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just missed with that jab. Will the referee step in? Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Hey, those punches add up. They're in trouble.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting. It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the court?
The defense failed him. We almost saw. He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. He was in big trouble there, but looks like he's recovered.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fight.
And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Just one punch. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Can they finish it? Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is!
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.